up, folks? I got me Hans Zimmer playing. Come on in. This is a really important one, actually, today. Oh, there they go. Tick, 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 tick. It's hammers today. No jackhammers, but we got some hammers. Do I want that? Alexa, volume 4. Took, 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 took. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Goes with my classical music. Shut that little voice inside of your head up. And here's how I do that. Shut up that little voice inside of your head. You guys hear me? Come on in. I'm chillaxing, right? I'm chillaxing. Sometimes I do. Okay, Alexa, stop. Sometimes I do step out of the dungeon. I do exit the I don't exit the compound. Oh my God, God forbid. The outdoors? Are you kidding me? The great outdoors. I do go outdoors. Just because I know you guys care. It's just because this is not my regular. Usually I'm outdoors right there. We may step out. It's beautiful outside. I don't actually go out in public. Are you kidding me? With real people? Like with real human beings? No, that's pushing it. But I will step outside on the balcony sometimes. So I do get out. But sometimes I get out of the dungeon and I come in the main area and hello, here I am. I'm going to talk about the voices inside of your head today. Come on in, guys. This will be kind of a... this will be something that I use to shut them up. The self-doubt. I get it all the time. But not as much as I used to. So I think that's going to be the topic today because this morning I woke up, as I usually do, and the voices were bad. Bad voices. They were just like, I don't know why they come, but they still come. You can't do this. You're not good enough to do this. Who do you think you are? I think it got triggered by last night. For me, they're less and less and less because I have a certain technique that I use to shut them up, okay? And it's more than, who feels that way? Who wants to do great things, but feels like that voice won't shut up? It's a voice. I mean, it may as well be a voice. The voice that says, you're not good enough. Who do you think you are? You're not smart enough. Stop dreaming so big. Stop having such big goals. Why don't you be a little more realistic in anything you do? This applies to any part of life. And shutting up that voice, I have a certain way that I use that's been extremely effective. For me, if I try to kick it out right away, you guys know what I mean by that voice, right? Do you guys have that voice? If you don't have that voice, oh my goodness, power to you. You've either mastered it or you're born with it not being there. You've been genetically blessed to not have it. But I think, I haven't researched this, but I'll go ahead and assume that everyone has that voice, even billionaires, probably more than we do. My problems are huge, by the way. Just in case you guys are thinking they're not, they are. I put a lot of pressure on myself because I want to. That's how I move forward. But the voices keep coming. They come less and less. And I let them hang out for a bit. I do. That's what's made the difference for me. So an example of the voice. In December. Here, I think this is what triggered this morning's voice about, who do you think you are, Mark? You can't do that. That's just a little much. Chill out, buddy. Relax. Be happy with what you got and just like be grateful for that and don't even attempt to move forward. I think I got that voice this morning because yesterday I came to the realization. It's pay period, right? I mean, end of December's coming. It's my 3rd month since we launched my little ditty called Branding YOUniversity. My little ditty. Marc Lalonde's little thing there that he's working on. I hear that a lot. Yeah, Mark's doing his little thing there. I think it's going okay. Yo, dude and dudette, we're growing. It's always 200 new students per day now. I don't need to reveal those numbers, but I can because it's the way this thing was built. Geometric progression, baby. It's just growing more and more and more because of free affiliates pumping out courses. So what I tell you today will not be the same in a week from today. My point is, as we're growing, the self-doubt, it's not consciously, I don't doubt myself. Consciously, I don't doubt myself. But subconsciously, I do. Still. I still do. Because I'm going to be paying 400 freaking, I want to do a Gary V there, 400 freaking people in December. 400 freaking people in December. And on our first launch month, the first pay period, we launched in August. It was a little over 200, if you guys can recall. I could recheck the video. It was over 200, and then it was over 300 last month. Now it's over 400 individuals are getting a PayPal payment from me, and many of those are free affiliates. And that scared me. Not this scared me because it's a lot of money. It's not necessarily a lot of money. I believe it's going to be approaching 50 grand. That happened fast, by the way, guys. That happened fast because all you guys are doing are giving free courses. The rest takes care of itself. So when I sell on a webinar, I'm selling for all of you. So when I have a sales webinar, it's like the upgrades are redonkulous. So I can kind of control the income a little bit because I don't sell every webinar and I don't launch products all the time. But the point is, when I do that, everybody benefits. Therefore, because of I sold last Sunday. I sold. And the replay views were out of this world, record breaking. So I said, I better look at this payroll. So it's so far, we're looking at 400 different people getting paid. Not huge amounts. Some of them are making 5 figures a month now. That blows my mind. Just a few of you. But some of you are making 1,000 a month, 4 figures, and many of you 3 figures, and many of you 2 figures. Some of you have only a $35 payment going out. But my point is, it's 400 different people. It's not me, it's you guys doing the work, but it's coming from that dungeon there, the money-making dungeon. And I'm sitting there just and I'm like, whoa, whoa. And the voice came. The voice came. I woke up this morning and I did my affirmations. I did my gratefulness. I woke up, said, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I did it all morning. I've been doing like affirmations as I'm walking around in the vicinity of the condo, back and forth, trying to struggle with that voice. And it's gone now. But here's my technique to do that. I don't know if this will help you guys, but for me, telling that voice about you can't do that, for me, because I do a lot of self-talk, surprise, surprise, for me to say to that voice, get out of here, you're not welcome here. I used to do that. Sometimes it worked, often it didn't. It's like the voice would retaliate. It's almost like, and I've experienced this in life too, like because I was a gangster, yo. Like in physical confrontations, when I retaliated aggressively, it didn't end up well for either me or the person or both of us. But whenever I didn't walk away. You can't back away. You cannot back away. But whenever it's kind of like, here's my mentality with that voice. I say, oh, I see you're here. I see you're here. Oh, hey, how you doing? I go, I'll tell you what. You can stick around for a bit. Let's hang out for just a little bit. You can't stay too long. And then you got to go. I got stuff to do. I got to get back on my positive track. That's exactly what I do. And I found it interesting because a lot of very successful people do the same thing. It's pretty neat. And it's, I'm just going to throw this in here. Leanne Rimes. You guys know who Leanne Rimes is? I was going to take a sip of my thing, but I didn't want you guys to see it. Oh, no, it's my last one, I promise. Leanne Rimes, she was on the Lewis House show, and she was talking about, what's that thing with skin the thing where your skin, it's a skin thing. It's a skin thing where your skin gets rashy. You guys know? Do you guys know? Anyways, your skin gets red and rashy, and when you get nervous or something, shit, I had it. I just watched it the other day. Anyways, that's what she does. Whenever she combats it and says, "Go away! I'm about to go on stage to sing," and it starts heating up, or the inflammation or whatever, it starts rashing up. The more she wants it to go away, it doesn't go away. It comes more and more and more, and then the more and now what she does is she talks to it. Psoriasis, or is that with the head, the scalp? Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to check. I'm going to see if you guys can get it. The point is, she now talks to it, and she says, "Oh, I see you're here. You're rashing up. So you can stay for a while, but then it's going to be time for you to go, okay? You're not really welcome here, but I'll let you hang out for a little bit." And she kind of loves her body and accepts that it's there. I was like, what? That's what I do. That's what I do with my self-doubt voice. So this morning I said, okay, come on in. I'm going to feel you. I'm going to feel you. You can hang out for a bit, but you're really not welcome here. However, I'm going to be human about this. Let's hang out. Let's chat. Let's have a drink. Let's talk about why you're here. And then it's going to be time for you to go, okay? I got stuff to do. I'm going to ask you nicely. And it works. It always kind of goes away. I mean, that happened with a lot of stories in my life. I go through a date. I'm part of a dating group, right? Oh, should I bring this up? Ooh, this may be. Would this be inappropriate? I don't think so. I'm part of a. Nobody knows this. I have date nights, but I don't have a girlfriend. So do the figure. The point is, I'm part of a group. It's a dating group. It's a real life group. It's not a Facebook group. And professional people, very successful people, who are too busy to date, to get into a relationship, and are not interested in going into a relationship. That's just what the group is for. Professional people get together. Big time rules. Like, there are serious rules. It's non-committal. That's what it's made for. It's a group in my city. Very exclusive group. But you can't break those rules. Now, there is a point to this, but as I'm saying it, I'm like, is this even appropriate for this kind of stuff? The point is, if you start liking the person, you can't be in the group. If you feel like you're at the point in your life where you want to have a relationship with someone, you have to leave the group. The group is made for it's made for non-committal dates. You know, I like going on dates. A lot of people do. I'm not the anomaly. I may be, but there are tons of people like this. So the point is, sometimes rules had been broken. Oh, this is a little risque. Ah, what the heck? I'm going to just say it. The rules have been broken in a sense that you can't commit with the person. That's the rule. That's the rule in this specific group I'm in. Real life group here. And if you do, you must leave the group if you want to seek a relationship. But you're not to do it with anyone in the group. Because unless you both leave. Unless you both leave and wander off into the sunset and get married. But in the group, that's not how it rolls. So sometimes the rules are broken. And I've had situations, only a couple of times, where the other party wanted to proceed in a relationship. And I'm like, okay, well, it was nice to meet you, but I'm going to stay in the group. Because I'm not ready. I don't want that. I like the group, so I'm in the group. And it turned into like phone calls coming in, that kind of stuff. And this is kind of, it's not off base. I can completely relate. It came down to coming to my door and like continuing something real. And at that point, it was like, this came into play just like that little voice. I could have said, you know the rules, but instead you invite the concerns or the situation in. You discuss it lightly, but you make it clear in a very mature, clear, non-defensive way. Make sense? And that worked awesome. It only happened twice. Knock on wood. But I find the inner voice is the same situation. That applies to a lot of events in my life as I grow older and more mature. I don't know if I'm more mature, but I think I'm more knowledgeable. And when I treat that little voice in that same way, come on in, it's okay. You're here, but you're not. It's not really where I don't want you here. But you're here, so let's just make the best of it. Are we done now? Can we move forward? I'm going to go back to my positive voice now. And it always works, every time. In real life situations too, like I said, I give you a couple of examples. So, there it is. I don't even know if I should have went down the physical combating type, but because we're talking about a long time ago, or if I should have went with the dating thing. But I find that my mind knows by default that negative self-doubt is not welcome. However, every now and again, it's just like a life. Life is life. Every now and again, a new the self-doubt demon comes in, and I welcome it in for a while. I let it hang out for a bit, and that's it. I'm going to talk about one more real life example, because now would this one be? I was going to say physical activity, because for me, when I get past the pain, I'm okay. Like when I do cardio, like high intensity interval training, we'll say, when you get past that pain, you're okay for a while, because in HIIT, you kind of go super aggressive, super light, super aggressive, super light. But when I get into that super aggressive, I gotta stay at that point for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. No, it's 2 minutes now, because I'm upping my game. So for 2 minutes, and it's super high intensity for that 2 minutes. For the first 30 seconds, I want to stop. I do want to stop for the first 20 seconds. But if I just say, okay, here you are, take the pain, take the pain, take the pain. I know you're going to go away. I don't want you to be here anymore. You're at the same intensity, but the pain goes away. And you're still at the same intensity. Pretty cool. So what I do, I don't know if I want to recommend you do this, because I ain't no shrink, or I ain't no expert in this. But with my experience, instead of being completely defensive, blocking out the pain, this applies to pretty well any emotion I get that's negative, sad, self-deteriorating. I welcome it in for a little bit with the intention of letting it out in a bit, or letting it know that it's not welcome in a gentle way. I don't know if I hope any of this makes sense. I'm totally going like off the cuff on this one today. No real planning. It's just now it's not even, it knows it's done its time. It said hello. It tried to penetrate. It was unsuccessful again. And I think the fact that you let it hang out shows that you're not scared of that. You're like, come on in. Okay, are you done now? Are you done with your self-negative talk? But if you back it off right away, I think it invites it more. It's like, I'm going to crack that nut. But if you let it in, and then just say, okay, you're not welcome. You're not even affecting me anymore. You're not. So can we just move forward here? I got to get back to my positive mind state. Kind of weird, eh? Kind of a weird one today. And now it's like, it's not even trying to come in. But if it did, I'd say, come on, let's hang out. What's up? What can I do for you? Please. Are we done here now? Okay, bye-bye. When you show up next time, and the stays get shorter and shorter. The stays get shorter and shorter. I won't get into another. I've gone into enough graphic scenarios. I think the other one I was about to get into is just a little much. You guys don't know me that well yet. You're getting to know me. So I got a big day ahead of me. What's going on? What's the next step on the agenda? Oh, I know what's up. Okay. I have a list anyways. You guys have an amazing Thursday, right? Thursday, I should have done a throwback live. Got a lot of cool throwback stuff. So guys, try that out. That's what I'm going to leave you with today. if you get that self-doubt, that little voice, I call it the little voice inside of your head. I'm sure a lot of people call it that. If that little voice comes, let it chill out with the intention of it not being welcome. But you're not going to be rude. You'll let it in for a bit. You'll be aware that it's there. You'll let it know that you know it's there. And then it will go. And with time, it'll barely show up. And when it does, it'll pop in and pop out. Pretty freaking awesome. That's how I'm curing myself, okay? And I could go on because I have a lot of examples. But I think that'll be enough. We just broke 20 minutes. What the heck happened? That was not supposed to happen. Have an awesome Thursday, guys. And I will see you guys on social media. Bye-bye now.